Thank you for joining us and welcome to another fantastic episode of The Craft Show. Welcome, and another fantastic episode of The Craft Show, of course, filmed in our new studio here at the Craft got that with my teeth today, the Craft Outlet, right here at Springfields in Spalding. If you're not familiar with the Craft Outlet, have a little look on the screen, because we're going to put the link there. Have a look at the website and what the Craft Outlet do. And of course, they let us use their space for absolutely free. Don't forget, the Craft Show is not available on any commercial, terrestrial, satellite or cable channel. You need to watch us online, but the benefit of that, of course, is that you can watch us wherever you want, whenever you want to watch us. You can catch us on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on our brand new website, which is made just for you. It's thecraftshowhub.co.uk. Check that out, and of course on there as well as there being lots of crafty downloads and social activity and uploading your bits and pieces, advertising your workshops and all that sort of stuff, you can join the Craft Show Club, and that means for $4.95 a month you can take benefit of discounts from various suppliers, discounted tickets to major crafting events such as the Creative Craft Show, and lots of other great things as well, so take a look. But it's not all about me, and it's not all about the Craft Show, because of course, as with every episode, we have a fantastic guest who's going to be doing a great demonstration for you. And today we have Diane Gray. Hey,
hello.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Yes, very excited to be here.
Oh, excellent. This is your first show.
It is.
Which is, so that'll be an interesting experience, so that's always good. We usually do a little crafty kiss, but we can't do that, of course, because of the social distancing. No, we're all right. So I think we can stay a bit closer. So, Diane, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what it is that you do?
Right, well, I've been sewing my whole very long life.
Okay.
Taught by my own grandmother, which is where the Granny Gray's attic came from.
Okay.
And I absolutely love sewing, and I love teaching to sew.
Fantastic.
My biggest love is the hand sewing, so smocking, the traditional crafts and embroidery that I was taught by my grandmother.
Fantastic. And Granny Gray's attic?
Granny Gray's attic.
Which we've seen on Facebook.
That's right.
And what can we find on there if we go and have a look?
You can see my makes, so some inspiration for things that you can make yourself.
Okay.
And some fabrics that I sell, and of course advertisements about my classes.
Your classes and workshops and all that sort of stuff. So if you enjoy what you watch today, and I'm sure they will, if you enjoy what you see today, don't forget to check out Diane on Facebook at Granny Gray's Attic. Just have a quick look. You can do that now on your phone, on your other device. Don't switch this off though. So what are we going to be doing today?
Well, I thought we'd start with something really topical.
Okay.
Something that everybody's going to need by the end of the week, and that's making a mask.
Making a mask.
Yes.
Fantastic.
We're all going to need them to go into the supermarkets.
But the only thing is, it's can be complicated, and I haven't got the kit, and I don't know what to do.
No. Very simple.
Okay.
All you'll need is a pattern, which we have here that we will download onto the website for you to print off.
So we can get that just downloaded as like a PDF, print it out, cut it out.
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
So you can use then your pattern here.
Okay.
You'll need some fabric.
Yes.
So fabric of your choice. I've just used scraps of fabric, of the beautiful fabric that I have in my stash.
So it's a great way to use up those extra offcuts.
None of us that love sewing like to throw anything away. So this is an absolute.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true.
We love our fabrics. So you need obviously something to cut it out with.
Okay.
And you can either use scissors, or you can use one of these brilliant cutting mats, which I absolutely love and use them all the time.
Okay.
They are self-healing,
Yes.
So you can use them over and over and over again.
Yep.
And they're absolutely brilliant. But we'll put that to one side because I've prepared
Okay.
some in true.
There we go.
In true CCB.
And what's this? So what's this that you've got here? We're having pizza?
That is a cutting wheel. Well, you could use it for your pizza, but you wouldn't use mine for your
Oh.
pizza.
Or not live to tell the tale.
No,
I dare say.
They
Okay.
are very, very sharp. So please do be
Okay.
careful and don't let children use them without supervision.
Sure.
When you're cutting, always have your hand out of the way because you need to apply a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And if you slip, you don't want your fingers.
You don't want to lose your fingers.
No. You won't be doing crafting for a little while if you if you do that.
I'll pop those out of the way from me. Okay, so what do we need to do?
I have prepared some cutouts, so say from your pattern. When you're looking at your pattern, if you've got a pattern, you need to make sure that you're doing it up the right way. So this is the bottom of your mask, and this is the top. So if you're having something like this that's very obviously got a pattern, you'll need to match that up.
Okay.
And as you see, I've sort of matched the elephants so that they will
go together.
They will.
So just looking at those for a second. So this is my piece of fabric here.
Yes.
So I would lay the pattern on top.
Yes.
Do I draw around it? Do I pin it on?
You'll need to fold the fabric over so that you're getting two pieces that are going to fit.
Oh, yeah, it's like a mirror image.
Okay, yes.
I understand.
Otherwise, you don't want two like this. You don't want two like this. You'll end up with two that are the wrong way, and you won't be able to put those together.
So fold it over.
Fold it over and then cut it so
Okay.
that you've got that there.
Great.
Okay. The other thing you'll need is some pieces of elastic. So I've used 1/4" elastic, which is apparently like hen's teeth to get hold of at the moment. But I have a nice little roll in my stash.
I would imagine that's because everybody's making masks.
I think that's probably right. The other thing that I've used, the government have suggested, is that you have a third layer.
Okay.
What I've used for my third layer is interfacing.
So
now,
what's that?
This you can buy in any craft shop, any dressmaker's shop. On one side you'll feel it's a little bit rough. Can you feel that?
Yeah, I can, yes.
And then the other side is very smooth.
Oh yeah, it's amazing the difference.
So the rough side is what you would put face down on your fabric.
And that, I'm presuming, will kind of cling on to the fabric because of the rough sides?
There's another stage to this. You'll need an iron. This is iron-on interfacing.
Oh, okay.
So what you do, you put this over your piece.
Yes.
You will get a cloth. Never put your iron straight onto this because it will melt.
Okay.
You'll need a piece of cloth or a tea cloth. I often use a clean tea towel.
Yeah.
Put your iron onto steam.
Yes.
And give it a good press all over.
Yes.
And then it will stick.
Okay.
As that is there.
Fantastic. So you've already done these ones?
I have, yes.
Okay.
In true Blue Peter style.
That's right. Other children's shows are available. I don't know if Blue Peter's still going,
I don't know. It was in my day, but I don't know about now.
I don't know. I remember the bit with the elephant, and they had the elephant in the studio.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes.
Didn't they?
Yeah, that was a bit disastrous, wasn't it?
We won't talk about that.
No. Right. So we're going to put right sides together. We've got the masks there like that. And this isn't my usual sewing machine, so please do forgive me if I get a little bit fingers and thumbs.
That's all right. And of course you're doing it standing up as well.
I am, yes. Good core strength. That's that from yoga.
All that planking.
All that planking. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that's planking.
And a bit of horse riding.
Oh, horse riding.
There we go. I do a lot of horse riding. There we go. And take the needle out, pull it away, and snip that off.
So just that one edge to start with?
Just that one edge to start off.
Okay.
That's your front edge. Now the backs, which I've mislaid. Dear. We didn't expect that to happen.
No, that's all right.
We'll use
what are we missing?
We'll use these.
There's a bit drop down there, is that?
Oh, this is it. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. It's nerves.
That's
Everything's going all over the place.
It's all right.
Right.
We don't mind. We don't mind, do we, gang?
We're going to do the same with the other side.
Okay.
So the bit that hasn't got the interfacing on.
So is that the same? That's the same material.
That's the same
that
material.
you use, but you've cut out the pattern twice.
That's right. So we've got
one
4
for the
pieces.
Okay.
As it says on the pattern, it does indicate that you need to do 4 pieces.
Okay.
And 2 of interfacing, if you are choosing to use that.
And are they the same pattern?
Yes.
You don't need another pattern for the other side.
No. This is how it is. We've got an adult's ladies size and
Yes.
a gent's size.
Okay.
And we've also got a child size.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic. And they're to scale, so if somebody prints these off,
Yes.
they can cut them out and go.
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Right. So because I haven't got an iron handy, what you would normally do is you turn these the right way out and you would press them.
Okay.
Because that's the way of turning out a professional garment.
Okay.
Press, 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 every
Okay.
stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got those two there.
Okay.
And I say, I have prepared some that I made earlier that I have pressed.
Oh, you
So
can
we-
see the difference,
Yes,
can't you?
yes, there we go.
I can't help
There we
thinking
go.
that matches your smock.
Well, you know,
Smock.
I might be making one for myself earlier. There we go.
Okay.
So we need to put right sides together of these now. So we've got that with the wrong side
Yeah.
and that with the right side. And now we're going to sew these both together. Now you need to match up your centre seam
Yes.
here. You can pin if you like. I often miss that bit out. Excuse me.
That's because of years of experience.
Well, if you've got fabric that behaves, you can get away without pinning, but
The granny pin.
quite a lot actually, pinned and tacked and everything. We've taken lots of shortcuts over the years.
Yeah. If it works.
If it works.
Just don't sew in your pins.
No, well, the way we do this is we do the pins perpendicular. Is that right? Perpendicular to the.
Yes. At a right
I'm not
angle.
very, a
does
right
that mean like
angle.
that?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's probably the right word.
If there are any
I'm a
English
sewer, not a-
teachers out there,
I'm a
we
sewer.
apologise.
I'm a sewer, not an English teacher.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So I'll just demonstrate how we might pin this to make it a little bit easier for you.
Okay.
All right.
Blimey, you're whizzing through this.
Well,
When you
there
said it was
go.
quick.
It is quick. It is quick. I'm just going to sew this side and stop when you get to the seam.
Okay.
Just lift and turn the fabric slightly.
Yep.
So we're going to catch those two edges in like that. Okay. And then the same on the top side.
Okay.
I might try and get away without pinning this and watch it all go horribly wrong. Yeah. I think it's just experience of handling fabric.
Yes.
That once you get a bit of practice, we can take a few shortcuts.
You can hear business going on in the background, Diane.
Oh yes.
Because of course we're at the craft outlet.
It's always busy in here. I'm in
It's
here a
always
lot.
Because in
I'm
case you
here-
don't realise, we're filming in a large store, aren't we?
Large
Craft
store full of fabric.
fabric, paper,
So was
needle
dream.
felting stuff, die cut, stamping,
And me.
and Diane.
What more could you want? Absolutely. There we go. Just needed a little prompt there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this the right way out.
Okay.
Just like you're pairing your socks.
I do
that
like
through.
paired socks.
Do you?
You know when they come in the little bump, you pair them.
Yes, yes.
But I can't be bothered usually. So I end up wearing odd ones. They're all the same
right.
colour, but they usually get the ones with the different colour. I have like the coloured toes
Mine
and the
seem,
coloured heels. They never
mine
match.
seem to wear out on one foot, so I end up with a lot of odd ones.
That's because of that odd limp that I
It's
saw you walking in with.
No, the limp is due to my husband leaving the dishwasher door open
Oh.
overnight. Actually,
I was only kidding
and he
as well.
claimed he claimed it wasn't his fault.
Ah,
But I didn't leave the dishwasher door open,
never
did
our
I?
fault.
No, absolutely not. So again, you would give this a press.
Okay.
If you were at home, you would give this a press.
Fantastic.
And then we turn in the insides here, ready to put our elastic in.
So we've gotten this far then. So
Yes.
we've had the patterns.
Yes.
We've cut the patterns to shape. We've prepared both sides. Plus we've put the fabric in the middle. What was that called again?
Interfacing.
The interfacing goes in the middle. We've pressed, really, really important, and we're about ready to put the elastic on and go to the next stage. But before we do that, I don't know, Diane, about you, but could do with a brew.
Oh, you're talking my language now.
Thought I'd never ask. Sean, get a kettle on! We're going to have a crafty brew before we come back to the next bit.
Lovely.
And in the meantime, you need to take a look at this.
Hi everyone, it's Amanda from Jellibabies. I'm going to do your Craft Show Quickie today, and thank you for your poll the other day. We've settled on a winner, and it's going to be the lightbox. You all wanted to see that, so this is what we're going to make today, and I'm going to show you right now. So this is what we're going to make. We're going to make the embroidered lightbox, and it's really great because you buy these 8x8 little box frames, and they're about 1 inch thick, 1 inch deep. And they're from the range, and they're only £3.47. So they're so cheap. And the great thing about this is it's natural wood, so you can stain it or you can paint it to suit your decor. So first thing you need to do, flip your frame over, take the back off, and you'll notice that there's an extra little bit of wood in there. So take that out, pop it to one side. Take your glass out and give it a little bit of a clean, but do be careful because obviously glass edges are sharp, so just be careful. And I will show you what you need next. I would advise using a nice bit of cotton calico. It's really nice. You get different weights of it. A nice heavyweight one is good. This is okay. This is a medium weight, and it was about £1.65 a metre. But it's good because you can really see the embroidery design on it. So pop it on your calico, your glass frame, and I would draw about 1 centimetre around each edge. So you've got 1 centimetre around each edge. Take your scissors or your cutter, straight up there, straight up there, just over an 8-inch square. So that when it's on the back, you can just fold your finished piece around. Now I'm going to be doing this embroidery on Big Bertha here. This is my 4th child. She's got 6 needles, but hobby machines just have the 1 needle. The frames you will have on a 1 needle embroidery machine are like this, and you pop them down onto the bed and you slot them on the side. So you would use for this, you would use either your 4x4 hoop or your 7-inch by, I can't remember what this one is, but your slightly bigger one. But for this, I'm going to be using a fast frame, and it's 8 inches square, so it fits this design perfectly. Next stage is putting your stabilizer on. Now I swear by this stuff. I've got it in black, but you can get it in white as well. And basically it's really good for fabrics that have a knit or a weave that may move around a little bit. When you stick it on this, it's fantastic. So I'm just going to cut some. And then what you do, it's brilliant, this stuff. You just peel it off, pop that onto the back, fold it around the edge, and then take your 8x8 piece of fabric. I usually just give it a little bit of a fold so you've got a little point in the middle, and flatten it right down so you don't get any creases or anything that might catch up in the stitches. Embroidery machines are great because you can take down any design off the internet that's in a certain format, save it on your computer, and then pop it over to the embroidery machine, and then it will stitch it out for you. Let's take a letter U. I'm going to pop it over to my embroidery machine. It will then come up on here. So you click on the U, it'll come up, and choose your colours. So set that, and that's going to be 4 inches square. So I've clipped my fast frame into the machine, and I'm just going to do a little test spacer to make sure that I've got it centre. So the middle needle, that is the start needle, is going to come down, and then I need to make sure that it's going to be in the middle. It traces out the outline, and then once this is okay and I know I've got it in the right place, I can start it off to sew. when your machine has finished, take your frame out, pop it down, and if you do have any loose little threads there, you can always give them a little bit of a snip, and then you just take it off the frame. So it's out of the frame, and you'll notice on the back you got a little bit of black left. You can take this off. I find that if I press it, the steam makes it come off a lot easier. So just stretch it out and give it a steam. Make sure it's all nice and flat for when it goes into the front of the frame. Next part is to centralize it into your frame. So just lay it in, press it all down into the corners. So press that down, and then this little thing comes back into play, and it's good because you can press your work down and it will stay in place. So take your lights and you just pop them in, squish them down, pop the back on, leaving your lead out. Close your little black metally bits down so it's all nice and tight. And there you have it, a little light box. We've turned the lights off so you can see a little bit better. And the stitching took 15 minutes. My brother embroidery machine does do things really, really quickly. It's got something like 10,000 stitches a minute. So a single needle embroidery machine would take longer. So running over costs, the design I got from urbanthreads.com at around $2.50. The frame was just over £3. The lights were 75 pence, and the cotton calico is pennies really. So you've got a great little gift for a great little price. Thank you so much for watching. This is Amanda from Jellibabies, over and out.
Welcome back. We finished our crafty brew, and look how quickly we've cleaned away. Did you enjoy the biscuits?
Oh yes, well they were the best bit, weren't they?
Yeah.
Really, absolutely.
Sean, get biscuits next time. Anyway, if you've just joined us, we're here with Diane, of course, and Diane is showing us a little bit how to, well not a little bit, but showing us how to make face masks, which of course everybody
we're going
at
to
the
need
moment
them.
is going to need.
Yes.
And if you enjoy what Diane's doing and you want to find out a bit more about it, where can they go to, Diane, to find
To
out
my
more?
Facebook page, Granny Gray's Attic.
Granny Gray's Attic. And is that Gray with an A or Gray with an E?
Gray with an A.
Gray with an A. Don't forget that then.
No.
So where did we get up to?
Right, we've got the face mask put together, and we've just tucked in the ends here, ready to put in your elastic.
And we've pressed it.
Yes, we haven't got facilities to do that here, but
No.
we would always press.
Yeah. Iron and biscuits next time.
Absolutely. What I would suggest at this stage, there are a couple of things that you might like to do. If you didn't want to use the interfacing and you wanted to use, I think as the government have suggested, an individual insert.
Yes.
So that I think they'd suggested using a dry wipe or a Dettol wipe or something.
Oh, okay.
Other antiseptics are available.
Yeah.
So you could.
You keep saying Dettol, they might send us some. We get home, we've got a box of Dettol on our
That would be good,
doorsteps.
wouldn't it? Yes. So you could leave this part open so that you could then put in your reusable mask.
Would that be difficult to sew at the edge and keep that open still?
Well, all you really need is to sew round it. So
So you could do that?
You could do that, yeah. You could sew that down individually.
What is that bit called?
The opening. Let's call it the opening.
The bit, no, I mean the bit that you fold
fold.
over. You know when you fold it over?
A hem fold.
A hem.
It's like a hem. It's like a hem. A hem you would think of really as the bottom of a garment, but
Yes.
But it is
That's
kind of
what
a
it
hem.
is, okay.
Okay. So elastic.
Yes.
We're putting the elastic in here, and we're going to use a zigzag stitch
Okay.
to keep it really firm.
Okay.
And I'm going to start a little bit away from there. So I'm going to go backwards to start off with.
Okay.
So there's not a
find the
machine
reverse.
not a machine I normally use, so we'll just have to think about that a little bit. So we're doing a very close zigzag stitch, just 2 or 3 times over the elastic, because elastic will fray if you don't fix it properly.
Okay.
Then with your needle out, we're going to change it back to a straight stitch.
How far do you want to make sure that the elastic goes in?
Well,
would you say?
if you do a really strong and keep going over it on the zigzag, it doesn't need to be too far.
Oh, okay.
Just probably 1/4 inch.
And the zigzag gives it some extra strength.
It does.
Okay.
It does. So that when you pull it, because obviously the ends of the elastic will fray
Yes.
over time.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we're going to continue with the straight stitch to seal, and then just pop your elastic into the insert. And when you get down to the elastic, you can then change to zigzag. Always do that with your needle out of your machine, because it will change position.
Okay.
And we take it down to a very small, a wide but close zigzag,
Okay.
so that it really catches that fabric in. Needle out. Always turn your machine needle towards you.
Yeah.
All these little things we do without really thinking about the reason. So there we go. That's one side done.
Yeah. I love the idea of being able to, I mean, they look very straightforward to make.
Yes.
I love the idea of being able to create something out of your own fabric.
Oh yes.
You can colour coordinate.
Yes.
You might have some fabric that means something to you. You might have some clothes that you wanted to get rid of, but actually
Yes.
you quite liked them.
You might have some fun fabric, because
Yes.
we all look a little bit austere
Yes.
wearing these masks,
A bit
don't we?
frowny.
So yeah, a little bit frowny. We
Yeah.
can't smile at anybody,
No.
but our fabric can smile, can't it?
We could get the ones with the big lips on and the big
That's
smiley
right,
face.
Yes.
That would be good. All
That's
sorts of
right.
things.
Yeah. So we're now going to
And you know they're
do-
yours
Oh yes.
as well, don't you, if you make your
Very
own?
individual.
Yeah.
Change it back to straight stitch. Just lift my foot up so that I've gone a bit far down there, so that I can poke that in there. So I am a little bit fingers and thumbs today. There we go.
Okay.
Change back to our zigzag.
Mhm.
And there we are.
Great.
Oh, elastic.
You're attached to the machine.
I'm attached. There we go. Would you like me to model it?
Yes.
Yes,
Why
there we
not?
go.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. Let's get a close up. That'll do. Great. And so we need to make sure that we press them,
Oh, we do.
so that
Press,
it's all
press and
finished.
press at every
Nice and
stage.
easy. Well, if you like, again, what Diane's doing, don't forget to visit Diane's Facebook page, social media, which is
Granny Gray's attic.
Granny Gray's Attic. And you may find her back here on the Craft Show again at some point in the
Oh,
future
I'd
if she'd
love
like to
to.
join us.
I'd love to.
And of course, regularly down at the Craft Outlet in Springfield in Spalding, where we are filming today. Just before we go, are there any sort of tips that you can give somebody that's just starting out, that's never used a machine?
Ooh.
I mean, one thing that I think people that I've spoken to find quite difficult is threading
Right.
the needle. Is that quite a straightforward thing to do? Does that come with experience?
It comes with experience. I find these machines, I've not seen this machine before, and I've just threaded it up.
Yeah.
They invariably go in an N shape. And
Okay.
lots of the new machines have directional arrows
Okay.
on them, so that you can see exactly where you're going. So
Yes.
this one, for example, you've got a directional arrow going
Oh, I see. So it's
there.
marked out on the top
Oh,
on
yes,
this machine.
yes, there we
Okay.
go. And then they're usually in an N shape. So it's up, down, up,
Oh, okay.
and down. So that's your...
So you're putting the thread through, but it's getting it through the needle.
Oh, yeah, well, that just wants good eyesight, really.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm completely out
Some
of
of
luck.
these, this one I'm not used to, but this one does have a threader on it.
Oh, that's clever.
So, yes.
Not like the old
Not-
ones, because we've got one of these old singers
Oh,
here.
I've still got my grandmother's.
Oh, the
That
one that's the
that was in the
inspiration.
attic.
Oh, in Granny's attic.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Aren't they amazing? They're amazing bits of kit as well. But I'm not going to turn that because I might break it. So, on that note, I just wondered about that
Yes.
because anybody that is just having a go, because these are quite straightforward to make, but you might go, oh, that's very straightforward, but I'm not really used the machine for. And that's one thing that on a few shows I've done before, people always struggle with actually threading them up. Listen, it's been absolutely fantastic having you here on the Craft Show. We hope to catch you again very, very soon. I hope you'll join us again soon. Don't forget to visit, of course, the craftshowhub.co.uk and join the Craft Show Club as well. We can get lots more extra digital content, extra downloads, a few discounts in there as well.
We all like a discount.
We all like a discount. And so then we'll see you again very, very soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.